It's been just about a year since City Skylines 2 has released. And so, how's the game looking like now? Well, I think I can finally say that City Skylines 2 is now better than City Skylines 1. I've always liked the game City Skylines 2. I've liked its UI and I've liked how it's worked. However, I think now we've reached a state where the public consensus is that City Skylines 2 is better than City Skylines 1. Now, this to me is because of three reasons. First is I think that there has been an improvement from the previous performance issues which plagued the game upon release. I remember downloading the game originally and it was so laggy.
Oh man, you can see my screen. This is hard to play with. Unplayable gameplay paradox. Riveting gameplay.
It was very poorly optimized. It was very clear that Paradox most likely rushed the game, and not many people were happy about it. City Skylines 1 I always remember as being an extremely well optimized game, and whenever I played it, I'd never encountered any lag problems, even when I had a huge population. Now obviously City Skylines 2 sort of upgraded that. They've modeled everything individually, or so they say, and that can create problems with it. So I'm still glad that they fixed this, as you can see from the video behind me. Although there's some stuttering occasionally when I click on things, do items zoom in, it is much better than when it was released. And I hope that Paradox still is willing to continue with this. Now, the second factor that I think has really helped improve this game is its mods. And City Skylines 2's mods have really improved, whereas realistically when you played City Skylines 1 you played with mods, and this was for various reasons, but they had some really good mods that made the whole experience 1,000 times better. You could play it all without getting bored. And when City Skylines 2 released, they did not have modding support whatsoever. And I remember when they actually first announced mods, and I myself was very excited because I knew that the game would get upgraded. And I think we can safely say, I think this is what, like 6 months now since they first added modding support, that there is a large variety of different mods to play with in the game. A couple ones are really good. Like we've got the Road Builder mod. That is a very impressive mod that I think personally I quite like as well, and has been commended many times. Of course, we've got Anarchy, that really helped, and a bunch of other maps. Like the map you're seeing me play in this video is a custom map, and it really helps to improve, because it really helps to improve the game and just move it to a stage where it's not only Paradox that has to upload things, but modding can sort of keep a game interesting and fresh without them having to do anything about it. Now, the third reason I think this game has come better than City Skylines 1 is the additional content and Paradox's dedication to stand with the game. First of all, this game was not dropped like a rock when it didn't succeed. I'm not saying Paradox has got the reputation of doing that, because they don't really have a reputation of doing that. However, there have been many of such studios that have dropped games pretty soon after they are received negatively, such as EA with Battlefield 2042, which was dropped instead of being improved or having player feedback listen to it. No, God forbid. They just dropped it like a rock and they ended support for it. And I'm really glad that they didn't do that with City Skylines 2, and I'm glad that they just kept on improving on it. They didn't just think about a cash grab. For example, they released a DLC for beach properties, but then they later admitted that was, it was a poor, it was undercooked, underbaked DLC, and they gifted it to everyone for free. And I think that was just something really good. You don't really get to see with a lot of companies anymore, of where they're able to, let's say, give up their need for money now to sort of promote the game's future. They've added in tons of other useful things, different types of basically every building. They've actually listened to player feedback, which is pretty rare for game studios these days. And so I think that has really helped. So in conclusion, guys, I think that not only because of these three factors, although they are the main ones, but I think that City Skylines 2 has come better than City Skylines 1, or at least that's what the consensus is now. This is also what I hold in my opinion. I very much enjoyed playing both games, but I think that City Skylines 2 is sort of unbeatable. And if I go back to City Skylines 1, which I have, it sort of feels really weird because the UI is very different and it feels just so old. Even though when I was playing it, it did not feel old at all, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Anyways, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video of mine, and if you want to see more stuff like it, just like and subscribe, and hopefully you can see some more videos. Anyways, goodbye, thank you for watching.